Last time on Ace Attorney Investigations! Never fear, my dear audience. Detective Gumshoe reporting for duty. Mr. Edgeworth managed to escape his confinement along with some strange girl. She tried to take my comic relief role, that thief. He was then introduced to Shi Long Lang. The two proceeded to have the dick-measuring contest of the century.
Who are you calling pretty boy, you Tetsuya Nomura knockoff?
Yeah, talk to my ass.
Don't you worry, Mr. Edgeworth. I'll help you in this investigation. It's Gumshoe time!
Hey, what the hell are you doing? This isn't your recap, asshole. It's Kay. Come on, come here.
You can't take this too! Please! Oh my god! Make me feel important!
Is he gone? Okay. Kay Faraday, you bitches. Let me give you a real recap. After talking to a man with weird earlobes, we investigated the area and talked to a strange police officer named Meekins. We found out the kidnappers wore blue badger costumes, which means... I don't really know, actually. Just watch the damn episode.
This was supposed to be my job!
So we're looking for footprints made by a costume. Hey! I think I found them! There are two sets here!
They both do look like possible candidates.
This set is walking off to the west. It just stops! I can't make heads or tails of where it's headed from here!
I think we can assume it's headed towards the stadium.
Okay, smarty pants. I wonder where the other set leads. This one seems to be headed east. Okay, let's follow this. It's walking toward the garage. Quick, Mr. Edgeworth! I've got him! I've got one of the culprits!
Ah! No! I'm not a kidnapper, sir!
Down, Kay. Clearly those footprints belong to Officer Meekins. But our criminals were each wearing a costume.
Aha! Maybe they came over to this garage for something?
That's what I would suppose. Officer Meekins, if you could step aside for a moment. We need to examine the garage.
Sir! Roger Wilco, sir!
Let's open this shutter and see what we find.
Maybe we'll find the kidnappers hiding inside.
What in the... We seem to have stumbled across a dead body. She must be in severe shock to have been the first to find it. Now then, who is this man?
It's Oliver!
Mr. Amano, are you saying that this man is...
Yes, he's my butler. How could something like this have happened?
Indeed. And why was Mr. Deacon here to begin with? I'd better investigate this crime scene quickly before Agent Lang or his men return. The kidnapper's footprints lead right to this garage. And right to a dead body. Is it possible one of the kidnappers is now a murder victim? From my cursory examination, I believe this man died of a fatal bullet wound.
You sure are calm for someone who just found a body.
It's surprising what one can become accustomed to in the span of 2 days. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny on this corpse.
Every nook and cranny? I mean, this is a dead guy!
As long as that Interpol agent has control of this case, I'm not going to be able to have a real autopsy done on the victim. I'm no doctor, but let's see what I can piece together myself. There are 2 gunshot wounds, one in his abdomen and one in his shoulder.
So, that means he was shot twice?
No, I don't think so. I think the abdominal one is an entry wound, and the one near his shoulder is the exit wound.
Nice! I knew you could figure it out.
It comes with experience, and I've seen my share of crime scenes. Speaking of experience, This crime scene seems a bit too clean for a murder where the bullet went clean through. I should make a note of this oddity. This is an unusually shaped pendant.
What is it? Is it something valuable?
She seems to have regained some of her composure.
It looks like a horse pendant. It's got an antique feel about it, and it's really pretty. Hold on. This is made of platinum silver! Nice! It is worth something after all! Ooh, and look! There's something written on the back. Colin Deveray. It's a name.
Colin Deveray? But this man's name is... I think I feel an anagram coming on. Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold? Well, obviously it's the wrong name. Child's play, to be truthful. Eureka! There's something not right about the name on the pendant. The victim is the Amano family butler, and his name is Oliver Deacon. But the name on the pendant is Colin Deveray.
I wonder what's up with that.
I don't know, but I think we've hit upon an important piece of information. Yes, definitely an anagram. And after that blatant piece of foreshadowing...
Lance! Where are you, sweetie?
Excuse me, but you are... Huh?
Hot damn! What a fine hunk of man! No, stop it, Lauren! You can't let yourself fall for a playboy like him! You're in love with...
Sounds like someone doesn't know the meaning of the phrase inner monologue, huh?
Sorry to interrupt your conversation, but might you be a friend of Lance?
Yes, I'm Lance's girlfriend. My name is Lauren Paups.
His girlfriend?
Oh, it's not like that. We're more like friends. And, we're not lovers or anything. We haven't gotten that far yet. But I guess that's how people are going to see it, so I should just accept it. I even got this ring as a present from Lance.
You know what she reminds me of? An anime character!
May I inquire as to why you are here?
I haven't been able to get in contact with Lance lately. And I began to get really worried. I looked everywhere for him, and then I heard about the kidnapping, so I came here.
Wow, you're really strong for having made it through all this all by yourself.
Is it true? Has Lance really been kidnapped?
No one is supposed to know, but yes, it's true.
Oh, Lance! I can't believe you've been spirited away. I wonder how you're doing right now.
Looks like she's gone back to the fair maiden in love routine. What a frickin' weeb. So, Mr. Edgeworth, where do we go from here?
Well, we found a body, so we should look into the murder.
Hold it!
My men brought me up to speed over the radio. And I have to say, you really should have called. I heard you found something very intriguing.
I have nothing to hide, Agent Lang. It's exactly what you see before you.
I'll take it from here. Yeah, that guy's really dead. Hey! You waiting for an invitation? Hurry up and detain the suspect now!
Suspect? Who?
Officer Meekins, is it? You're coming with us.
What? Sir! I had nothing to do with it, sir!
Agent Lang, don't you think you're being a bit rash? Do you even have a good reason to suspect Officer Meekins?
Ha! I leave that kind of stuff to you prosecutors. It's your job after all. Like I said earlier, the crime scene isn't as forgiving as your precious courtroom.
That's your answer?
I know you like your logic and reasoning, but that sort of impractical fluff is not needed out here in the field. All you have to do is arrest suspicious person after suspicious person. That's how you eliminate crime from the streets.
But that's also precisely how you unnecessarily arrest innocent people by mistake!
Innocent people? Nonsense. There's no such thing as an innocent person. We've all got a blemish or two in our hearts.
That's tyranny! I won't allow such a thing to go on unchecked before my eyes!
Too bad you don't call the shots around here.
As I have sworn to uphold the laws of this land, I cannot allow you to take this man in. That you would arrest a man on false charges without even conducting an investigation. Have you no honor as a member of law enforcement?
You! How dare you speak so disrespectfully to our shifu!
Hold it! You amuse me, Mr. Prosecutor. Lang Zi says, every pack has its own rules. If you can play by their rules and come out on top, that is a true victory. All right, I'll give your beloved laws a fair shake. I'll show you just how much investigating I've done. Through my line of logic. I've seen a lot of bodies like this one being carted off in my time. I can say he was shot in a single glance, but even you figured that much out, right? With your current gun laws, it's not exactly easy to get your hands on a gun. Not unless you're a member of law enforcement, like Officer Meekins. Isn't that right?
That is your reasoning.
Solid as a rock. It's based on the philosophy of detainment.
What's this philosophy of detainment?
Ha! You don't know? In that case, pay attention, girlie. In my country, the criminals have a saying, beware the wolf.
Why the wolf?
Because in my language, Lang means wolf, and you don't mess with me or my pack. And as for the detainment philosophy, its father's my honorable ancestor, Lang Zi.
You'd think I'd have heard of him and his teachings if he is that famous.
Lang Zi developed it as he worked to lock criminals away thousands of years ago. To this day, the Zhangfa police still trains its recruits using his philosophies.
But thousands of years ago? That makes your story about as believable as a fairy tale.
Anything wears down and breaks over time. Do you really believe something as ancient as that can be applied to today's world?
You want to put it to a test?
Testimony time! Oh yeah! Let's do this.
Let's do this indeed, Kay.
Yes, he's seen a lot of bodies, but he was shot in a single glance.
Kay, exactly what are you doing?
Come on, Mr. Edgeworth, you're not supposed to present that quite
Well,
yet.
yes, I'm quite aware of that, but you're sort of distracting me.
Findings, whatever, and just keep looking
Oh,
through
dear
the
God, it's like Miley Cyrus by the way of Igor Stravinsky.
Oh yeah, we're looking safe to one slot. Oh yeah.
Hold it! If that's the case, there are plenty of other officers who might be potential suspects. You're not seriously going to arrest each and every one of them, are you?
As if I would need to. I've already looked into everyone else here.
Oh?
Other than Officer Meekins, I know that no one else's weapon has been fired.
How did you check every single person's weapon in such a short span of time?
That's because each and every one of my subordinates is extremely capable. It didn't take more than a few minutes to conduct the entire investigation.
The power of sheer numbers. But you have yet to check Officer Meekins' weapon, correct?
Now, thanks for reminding me. Hey, you! Show me your gun!
Oh!
What's wrong? Why does he look so sickly pale all of a sudden?
Gun?
What'd you say? I can't hear you. Stop mumbling and spit it out already.
Sir! I lost my gun, sir!
How could you be so irresponsible?
In the end, it looks like you're still the only suspect we've got. You're the one who waited here outside this garage to ambush and kill the victim.
So you think that Officer Meekins waited here to kill the victim, do you, Lang? I think this little accusation deserves a lot more scrutiny.
I am the dancing thief.
Make it
Young and
stop.
sweet,
Make
only
it stop. Make it
17.
stop. Kay, will you please just be quiet? Objection!
Useless. It's all useless. Unfortunately for you, Agent Lang, that is simply not possible. You've seen the crime scene for yourself. And while you were looking, did you not think to yourself that it was a little too clean? So you did notice that there was too little blood. Do you still wish to claim that Officer Meekins committed the murder here? Because this isn't the crime scene, and if it was your men who led you to think it was, then I suggest you leave this case to the local police to set the record straight.
Not bad. I see your logic can be just as sound as mine. In that case, let me ask you something. Don't you think it's a little weird that officer was hanging out around here in the first place?
Weird? How so?
Hey you! Your squad's not even supposed to be in this area, right? What were you doing neglecting your duties and loafing around here? And don't you dare give me some lame excuse like I found myself taking a walk.
But sir, I really did take a walk, sir!
You're a disgrace. How dare you take your pack obligations so lightly?
Officer Meekins is looking extra meek. Is he hiding something?
Mr. Edgeworth, please, sir! Save me the way you did earlier! Please, sir!
Officer Meekins, please give us a detailed account of what happened.
Sir! Not you too! It's true, sir! I wasn't assigned to this area, sir! I was told to check every square inch of the main gate area, sir! I also went looking for the kidnappers while selling dreams in the Blue Badger Mobile, sir! But I got completely caught up in my role selling dreams to the children, sir! Before I knew it, I found myself here in this area, sir!
What is this Blue Badger Mobile?
It's a moving store on wheels that sells sweet dreams and merchandise, sir!
So, the Blue Badger Mobile is just a roaming souvenir shop?
Sir! I swear I was chasing the kidnappers down while I was being a good dream merchant!
He seems rather worked up, even more than his usual hyperactive self.
He sure seems sure of what he's saying.
Can you try to calm down and lower your voice to a more reasonable level, officer?
Sir! Roger, sir!
Mike Meekins, you almost make this too easy. Which I suppose is lucky for you.
Objection!
Officer Meekins, I would appreciate it if you didn't tell such transparent lies.
Sir! I'm lying, sir!
Yes, you are. If you were really out there selling dreams with the Blue Badger Mobile until recently, then what is it doing here inside the garage?
Actually, I had just lost track, sir!
Lost track of what? Your marbles?
By the time I realized it, the Blue Badger Mobile was nowhere to be found, sir!
Which would mean it was perhaps stolen.
And that's That's when I came back to this area, thinking maybe it was in the garage, sir. But that's when you found me, Mr. Edgeworth, sir.
Not so fast! A likely story. Who do you think is going to buy such a convenient tale as that?
And what exactly is so convenient about his story?
The car getting stolen. It's completely unbelievable, even for a cover story. But I think we can assume the car was used all right. To move the dead body!
What?
You killed the victim at some distant location, Officer Meekins. And then you used the blue Badger-mobile to transport it all the way here. Now then, you're coming with me.
But it wasn't me! Sir, the killer, sir! It wasn't me, sir!
Agent Lang, wait!
What do you want now?
We still don't know where the real scene of the crime is! You can't say we know all the facts of this case, let alone the truth!
I told you, truth schmooth, I couldn't care less. Our job is to catch the crook. You'll find out your precious truth after we arrest this guy and take him in. That's the job of you prosecutors in your fancy courts with your logic. As for us, we don't have that kind of time to waste.
You boorish buffoon!
I think you need to leave.
What?
We need to get the body to autopsy, and you guys are getting in the way.
You would interfere with another one of my investigations?
Hey now, let's not forget who holds the actual authority to conduct investigations here. I'm afraid the one doing the interrupting is you, my ignorant little pretty boy.
No!
Now be a good fancy boy and get out of my sight. If you don't, I'll arrest you for obstruction of justice.
Oh, I'm Inspector Lang. I have 100 officers, a really nice collarbone, and I'm going to arrest you for obstruction of justice. Chased out like a pair of peasants.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes, Kay.
There's something even thieves should never steal. Do you know what that is?
You really shouldn't steal anything. However, I'll bite. What shouldn't a thief steal?
A life. It's too heavy of a burden on your soul to get away with. Ever.
That's something we can agree on. Well said, Kay. No matter what we may try, murder is the one crime that can never truly be hidden. And I intend to prove that by my own hands. When I apprehend the murderer myself.
All right! And I'm going to work extra hard to be a good assistant. Let's go!
I still never said she could be my assistant. I'm just going to drop the issue. The first thing we should do is locate the real scene of the murder.
Mr. Edgeworth!
Oh, thank God it's you.
Back.
Detective Gumshoe!
Mr. Edgeworth! The stadium! Hurry, sir! This is supposed to be hush-hush, but they found a witness at the stadium!
A witness?
You! What did we tell you about leaving your side post?
Ah, crap! It's the cops! Ah, the jig is up! Mr. Edgeworth, remember that I'm always rooting for you, so go get him, sir!
Let's go, big guy!
You have the right to remain silent. I know what I can do! I'm a cop!
Those detectives sure look like they're enjoying themselves.
It's not all fun and games, Kay. Now then, let's head to the stadium and meet this witness. I thought there was a witness here.
Yeah, I don't see anyone.
Mr. Edgeworth. Long time no see.
You are Miss Ema Skye, correct?
That's right, bitches.
This girl's the younger sister of my former superior, Lana Skye. 2 years ago, we stood in the same courtroom together as witness and prosecutor. But I thought she had gone to Europe to study forensics.
I can't believe you remember me, Mr. Edgeworth.
Of course I do. How have you been? You look to be in good spirits. Are you still studying abroad?
You bet! More than anything, I want to investigate crime scenes scientifically. I've been studying non-stop every day to become a top-notch forensics scientist. But it's spring break now, so I thought I'd come back for a bit.
I see.
Objection! Objection! Hold it! Hold it! Eureka! Take that! Take that! Next time!
I'm Ema Skye. Nice to meet you. I'm studying abroad now to be a forensic scientist.
Right now, this simulation is a recreation of that witness's testimony. So for now, I should re-examine everything.
You're really catching quick, Mr. Edgeworth.
What's that off in the distance?
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm terribly sorry, Agent Lang. I should have warned you that our recreation is incomplete.
Let's start project.